Hey everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of Attacker Productions. Today, Minecraft be joined once again by Jimmy, Jake, Austin, Tanner, and like always, Fluff.
Took us long enough to get started.
What's going on, yo?
Hello.
I am fourth.
A lot of damn people today.
We're playing Super Smash Brothers. Not really. So today's matchup is Austin versus Tanner. Austin has brought back his blue-green cell. I'm not sure if you tweaked it from last week or not, but you did bring it back, and Tanner, you got Gotenks. I mean, it's what you always bring, so...
What a fresh new deck that hasn't been on the channel about a gajillion fucking times.
So, with that being said, let's get into today's matchup.
I mean, Tanner, to be fair, I played Cooler nonstop for 2 years.
This is true. And I honest to God hope you don't play this next deck for 2 years, or I might discard 2 into my brain.
Well, don't worry, we have Green Cooler coming next.
In
Dragon Ball.
In Dragon Ball. Oh yay, more green. And you know it's bad when the guy who plays nothing but green is just like, kind of done with green. It didn't feel good.
Yeah, it took you long enough.
I know.
This is like that Family Guy episode where the guy, I think it's Family Guy, where the guy's in jail for stabbing somebody and then he stabs himself and he's like, "Oh, that's what I've been doing to people? I belong here."
Yep.
Yeah, that's about right.
That's what Nick said too, because Nick's also a green player, and he's like, "Oh man, I was playing against him testing this list."
It is not a good time, and that's coming from the guy who just played a turn 1 Goku. And I'm not gonna lie, when you blew up my Goku, I hit it on my face, but I definitely look like the Shock Pikachu meme. Definitely forgot that Cell did that, and then I was just like, "Well, fuck."
I wasn't even like, I was like, I just want to draw a card and put a card underneath my guy. I was like, "Oh, look, cool, a One Piece, nice."
Yeah, golly. So Gotenks is a deck. It plays Goku turn 1, plays Unison turn 2. Hopefully I play a Gotenks turn 3. Fuck around turn 4, and then sell X on turn 5. Did I sum up the deck good enough?
Wait, I missed it. Can you do it again?
You need me to repeat my order?
Yeah.
Okay. So Goku turn 1,
Yeah.
a Unison
okay.
turn 2.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, a Gotenks
What kind of
turn
unison?
3.
Is it a green unison?
It is probably the Unison that's going to get banned next. I would think.
Oh,
No,
so it's Piccolo Jr. Okay.
No. Piccolo Jr. was that was the real issue, not the +2, -7. Let me crit a life, and you discard 3 cards. And the best part is Austin's not even playing like Perfect Force Cell. You know what I mean? Like, so you know what? I'm going to be serious now. Austin, we've talked about it off camera. I really do like the inclusion of the Unison in your list that you choose to run. I'm not going to let you talk about that. I really do think it works well. It definitely it felt abusive, to be completely honest. So I'm going to shut up now and let you talk about that.
Yeah, so for those that haven't seen the list before, what I run is I run the 2-drop Golden Frieza Unison of Malice because I have more fun with that, playing that, and I don't use any Union in my list for this, so I wanted something that gave me crit, allowed me maybe to top deck another android if I needed to draw one or something, and then the -2 is just oppressive because I put a lot of decks have barrier and stuff, and honestly, I started really enjoying using the Unison when I started playing against Trunks Vegeta, because it just turned off their attack turn because they can't KO their Trunks. It's got barrier, and they can't. And if they have Poutine, they can't KO the Poutine, so they're having to spend extra resources to attack with battle cards. And the -2 comes up fairly often for me when I use it, and like I said, generally I really do enjoy using it. And also, a tech I learned to help me play this deck a little better, it's not really tech, just a way I've learned how to play, is charging my blue-green turn 2, because most of the time I found out when I try to save that 1 extra energy for my defense when I'm awakened on turn 2, it doesn't help me at all. I've noticed that I hardly ever use the energy. You just take the life, or I just dormant them if I have a dormant in my hand and the unison out.
So let's hold up real fast. Let's talk about this because the glare is not doing it justice. What card did you charge turn 2, Austin?
Bad Omen, Android 21.
Yeah, because that's not going to be relevant later. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Spoilers ahead.
Yeah, it's really
Hang
fun
on,
in this.
we're only 5 minutes in. What the fuck are you talking about?
I know. I think that's the longest we've never not spoiled a match. No, so
Y'all are really fucking terrible at this suspense thing.
I know it's
Also, I'd just like to say I hope the viewers at home are enjoying Tanner's finger tapping ASMR during Austin's spiel there.
okay, so there are two options. I could go and record in my car where it's quiet, and then it started to rain. So I'm sorry.
I did turn him down a little bit.
Well,
The rain is your fault, Tanner.
Did an EDK just rip an EDK? What is going on in this game?
The end of this game is Austin and I being like, "You got a hand? No. You got a hand? No." You're gonna be like, "So what do we do?" Like it's a Spider-Man fucking pointing at each other meme. Yeah, fuck. Yeah. So on that note, that's how you beat hand control, guys. You got to have alternate win conditions built in.
Ironically, hand control beats hand control. Who'd have thunk?
Whoa! What a fucking Twilight Zone episode! Like,
I do want to say in response to something that Tanner said earlier about the Vegito Unison. I was today years old when Facebook informed me that if you let the Vegito resolve its -7, you're bad. Like,
yeah.
okay, yeah, because I haven't like fucking done like. What do you mean you're bad? God damn, people are stupid.
like blocker negates aren't a thing. Dormant potential's not a thing.
Yeah, because
Zarbos aren't a thing.
Yeah.
Zarbon Cosmic Elite's not a thing.
God damn.
Like you just get into that unison. If it goes off, you're bad.
No,
Oh,
who plays green? You never see the unison. It never goes off because nobody's playing green, right?
Yeah, exactly. You must be at bottom tables if you're playing green. That's why it's bad, right?
I will say at least though, when I played against Tanner before against his Gotenks, I always beat the shit out of his unison turn 2 or 3 and have killed it many times. So I've never once really seen in personal gameplay the -7 go off because I just focus. I see the unison.
So what you're saying is, you're not bad.
Yeah, I guess
I'm
you.
very bad.
So
I've been hit by it a few times. Like especially if you do your math wrong and your opponent just bottom charges a copy and immediately minuses 7. You're just like, oh, I forgot you can do that.
yeah,
I forgot you can place one underneath.
yeah. Here's the thing. It is the classic, and I really do feel bad about this because now it's going to rain harder, of course. No, legitimately, people don't realize that you can do this nifty thing where you put a unison underneath the unison to add a marker, and then 7 fucking markers, because that's not a thing. Like, you know how many people that happens to because you think, okay, I've expended more resources than I wanted to on a unison. I got it down to 6 markers. Surely I'm safe. And then the green player's just been sitting on a unison the whole time and puts it underneath, and then -7, little to no, repercussions or issues. I really do. I think Fluff. I think you may have brought it up in a different setting, but limiting this unison to 1, I do think might be a fair way to take care of the unison. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it got outright banned, but I think limiting it to 1 would really limit its potential.
To be fair, I don't think this unison is the problem. I think it's the cards floating around the unison that are the problem, like Dormant, Perfect Force Cell. I don't think it's this specific unison that's the problem. It's the cards that float around it.
Yeah,
I 100% think the Perfect Force Cell is going to get outright banned.
yeah. This unison has been around for since set 9, untouched, and only when it's been put in combination with these Union Absorbed Cell cards that we really saw the ceiling of this unison, right? And I think Bandai has a problem, or not a problem, but a philosophy where they usually just ban the problem card or limit it or errata it. And I really do think this is a case where Fluff is right, where all of Green's other tools just make this unison really good. And I don't think it's really this card's fault that it's been popping off lately.
You know what? I changed my mind. Bring Roshi back.
You know?
Yeah, because we've all clearly learned dormant is not enough to get green into the top table. We need double the dormant.
I need fucking 8 dormants in my deck.
I need to be able to only deal with 2 attacks every turn, every game.
Yeah, I need value when I drop a card for Rebrian. I don't like just discarding a card. Or I'm sorry, I need value when I discard for dormant. Like, it feels bad to have to discard a card for dormant. I think that is a aggressive cost that is unnecessary.
3 EDKs is not infuriating enough.
The one thing I've had to learn when playing green, because I just mostly play red and blue, was don't discard your Dorm Potential when you play Dorm Potential.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, unless you're going to close out the game on your next turn, that's typically a bad play.
I did that a lot. The first started
I've
playing.
done it before too.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's like, it's small tweaks I've learned that are like really fixing up my play and fine tuning some of this, because I do love this leader. When it got announced, I was so happy because they banned yellow green cell, and I just want to play a fucking cell deck. Like,
Wait.
That's all I want to do. I want to play it as intended.
Hold on. Why'd they ban yellow green cell? Was it a problem too? What, was there an issue in that deck? I don't remember.
People kept breaking the leader. Like, they just kept doing crazy things with it and breaking it.
He's being sarcastic, Austin. Shut the fuck up.
I can't tell. It was in a Happy Meal.
I'm in my Mighty Kids meal, alright? No, because it's whatever. I'm on full. I'm now an official. I hate green. I'm making shirts. It is. I think you guys nailed it you nailed it with saying there are a lot of problem cards around green, and often I think that's what makes green so good, and why I think it's going to really. I think we're finally going to see it terrorize people with this next set, because there are just so many incredible cards. I don't know what green doesn't do. It's got barrier removal. It's got hand control. It's got floodgate negates. It's got. What doesn't it have?
There's still a large mass philosophy that like red decks and blue decks can still take care of green without any issue. And it to me, it's honestly going to be interesting to see if that is actually the case, or if we do see an influx. I know for our local meta, not necessarily the nation meta, green has grown in a lot of popularity. Where I think we had like 5 green decks this past week, and 2 of the top players this weekend were both playing cell decks. And I know one of those cell decks are undefeated. Overall, like, has never been defeated. So it's really interesting because we play like weird. As soon as a ban list is announced, we effectuate the ban list without the next set coming out. So we're in this weird limbo space where Ultimate Squad isn't out yet, but we have the ban list in effect. So green doesn't have these checks for us like King Piccolo and Trunks or Zeno Gogeta, where you can just aggro out, assuming your opponent doesn't have a dormant, and kill them before it becomes an issue. So we don't have decks like that. The closest we have is like Universe 7.
Yeah,
And-
we only have 2 people that play Universe 7, really.
I mean,
I might pull up with it.
I think I am this weekend, so
kudos. All jokes aside, kudos to Bandai for making this ultimate deck, though. I mean, I think we see a little bit of that as well with us having a newer player base. This deck is so good just out of the box with 2 of them. Jimmy, you mentioned it in your profile. Austin, I'm sure you could concur with a little bit with your profile, and everybody else would agree. I mean, you really don't have to add a lot to this. There's a lot of wonderful reprints. And if that's their goal, to make a very cheap, effective deck. They did a great job. So
Yeah.
The deck out of the box
Wow.
is just incredible.
Yeah. Oh, I totally.
yeah,
I love the Ultimate deck as a product. And Austin, you just played a Bad Omen and took
Yeah.
yourself down to 2 energy to go for this kill.
and
Yeah, he has
succeeds.
no cards in hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this
He's
is where
like-
we. Yeah. Sorry, I'll let you go, Austin. Sorry.
Yeah, he had no cards in hand, so I saw that. I was like, you know what? I can swing with Cell Leader, and then I can hit and make him take the 1 extra life, and then the only thing he could get is a super combo, but he can't draw from it, so,
Joke's on you. I run 418s because hand
Exactly.
control's great.
that's what I'm saying. You can't draw from it, so it's just 25 to 25.
All right. Well, this bitch session is now over. Who wants to take it out?
So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's podcast about green decks. As Fluff does our outro.
As we can see, Austin did not let the Vegito -7 resolve. He is, in fact, not a bad player. Reach your cards, know your plays.
No, it did.
It totally happened.
No, it did. I had 8 markers.
All of you, shut the fuck up. Read your cards, know your plays. Let us make the mistakes so that we don't have to. This is my fucking outro.
You
Go
made
off
the
out.
mistake.
So he doesn't have to.
Just say bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.